Now, before going on to other tools such as multi-section solids, you need to know about how you can create different sections, that is, different planes. And as you can see, in each part you have three default planes, X, Y, Y, Z, and ZX plane. And as I told you, whenever you create a solid, each face of that solid is going to act as a plane for you. So let's go and work with one sketch. I click on the sketch and go to YZ plane, and I select profile tool to create a U-shaped profile like this. I go down to the left, to the upper, and I'm going to have an arc here. So this is the arc. I go down again to the right and now close my profile like this. So I exit my workbench and now start padding this 20 millimeters in both direction. I guess it is okay. So I click here and now I have this plane, this plane, this plane, and a lot of other planes that are available for me to create my sketch. So what if these planes are not enough for my purpose? What if I want another plane to have here? So if you need to create new planes, you need to have reference elements toolset available in part design environment. So right click on your toolbar and make sure the reference elements extended is selected. So I select this and you can see this here. If you want to go to insert menu and add reference elements, you need to be in start, mechanical design, wireframe, and surface design. So if you click here, you take your part to this environment, and now you can add from wireframe planes menu a new plane to your shape. So I'm going to be in part design environment. That's okay for my purpose because most of the tools that I need are available here, and reference elements is too. So I click on plane, and the simplest and easiest type of plane to create is the offset from plane type. So I select this reference and I tell to create a plane 50 millimeters above this face. So I type in 50 and click OK, and I can see this plane is here. So whenever I want to use this plane, I can go and select this plane from here, or I can go to part body and see the plane here, click it, go to sketch, and now create a simple shape. I click here and I draw a rectangle, for example, here, and I exit my workbench. Now you can see that this is created for me. I can use padding, for example, in reverse direction, I guess, and I click OK. Now you can see that I have created this. This is not in any of the predefined planes, but it is in the plane that I have created right now. So let's press Ctrl Z several times to get rid of this, and now I'm going to click on this isometric view so that I'm aligned to this. So I'm going to hide this plane. I don't want to see it again. I right click and click on hide show. Now I go and click the plane and select other type of plane. One of them is parallel through point. So I need to have a point here. So if I want to create it, I need to select a face as my reference, and of course I need to have a point. Because I don't have a point, I can right click here and select create point and create a point right here by coordination, or I can go to sketch area and create a point. For example, if I cancel them out, I can select this face, for example, as my plane and go to sketch and select the point tool from profile toolset. This is the point that I'm going to select, and this is going to be constrained so that it is in an exact point of coordination. So I exit my workbench, and now this is the point that I'm going to select. So I click on reference, and now select the parallel through point. First of all, I need to select the reference surface. This is the reference, and you can see that this point is selected for you, and the plane is selected and created for you. So this is the second plane. I'm going to hide this again. And now the third point of plane is the plane that is in an angle and normal to a plane. So I need to have a plane and select an angle for that. So rotation axis can be, for example, this line. So I click this line, and this is the rotation axis, as the name name says so. So the reference is this face, and now you can see that this is created in 0 degree to this face, and it goes through the line. And I'm going to make this about 45 degrees. So I click preview to see the results. You can see this is what I have in my mind. So this is the plane that I created right here. Now I hide this plane again to create another type of plane that goes through 3 points. So I need to have 3 different points for my purpose. So let's cancel this out and create another point. So for this, I'm going to rotate a little bit and select this face and go to sketch area and create a point, for example, here. And of course, you should have some constraint to put the point in the correct place. So I skip my workbench, and now I have to select the through 3 points. The first point is gonna be this. The second point is this, and of course I can select any point for my third point. For example, this is the third point that I clicked. This is the vertex of 3 lines, and now you can see the plane like this. So this is kind of complex plane, and in cases that you are creating planes that are intersecting 3 different points in some very complex designs, this is a very nice and handy type of plane. So I click on this and click on hide show, and again I'm going to select another type of plane. So let's have this in my viewpoint. I select plane again, and now I go to select through 2 lines. So I need to select 2 lines here. The first line is going to be this line, I guess, and the second line is going to be this. So I have a plane that goes through these 2 lines. So I click OK, and now you can see this plane here. Again, I hide this and select another type of plane here, and that's the plane that goes through point and line. So this is very easy. First of all, we select this point, for example, and second, you select a line. Whatever line you create, it will create a plane that goes through these two. For example, this line yields such a plane. If I click on the line and select another line, such as this or this, you will have another type of plane. So I need to have, for example, this line. So I have this plane, and let's see what it is looking like. This is kind of, inclined plane that I have created right here. So I right click and hide this again. I don't want to see this. So let's go to another type of plane. This is going to through planar curve. And for this, you need to select a curve, I have a face, and selecting the curve is not different from selecting that face because I already have the plane, but I'm going to show you that how this looks like. If I select this curve, for example, I will have a planar curve like this. Okay, or I can of course select other types of curve and select through planar curve, and you can select you can have this type of plane like this. But here it is the same as selecting this face. So I click OK again and right click on this and click hide show again, and I go to print and see other types, normal to curve. So normal to curve asks you to give it a curve like this and a point like this. So you can see that it is perpendicular to the curve in the point that the point is projected. So I click OK again. I click and hide this. Other types of plane are such as tangent to surface. For this, you need to have a surface like this, and again I need a point. So the plane is tangent to the surface. If I click OK and rotate a little bit, you can see that if I bring this plane down in a perpendicular manner to the curve, it will be tangent to the point that the first point is projected to this. So I right click again and hide it. Go select other types. For example, equation and mean through points. I'm not going to talk about these right now. These are going to be somehow advanced topics, and I'm going to talk about them later. So you know how to create different types of planes using different options that are available here. And now I can go and create a multi-section solid.